Most of the ways we try to show love to our babies mean almost nothing to them. In fact, some of the things you do every single day, thinking you're being a present, attentive parent, may actually be overwhelming your baby's nervous system and pushing them away. These 7 things take less than a minute each, but once you start doing them, your baby won't just feel safe. They will know at the deepest biological level that you are their safe place. Let's start with the one almost everyone gets wrong by trying too hard. Sign number 7. The magnetic silence. Most of us believe that loving a baby means being a full-time stage entertainer. We spend our days rattling toys, making faces, and narrating every second of their lives, fearing that boredom equals a lack of stimulation. But for a newborn's immature nervous system, this performance can be processed as pure noise, spiking their cortisol levels and leaving the baby in a state of constant high alert instead of genuine connection. The biological truth is that a baby's brain needs low-voltage moments to feel truly secure. When you are present without demanding anything from them, no forced eye contact, no toys, and no chatter, you are offering what psychology calls sensitive availability. This signals the baby's amygdala that the environment is so safe they can finally let their guard down. You stop being a source of entertainment and start being a source of peace. The daily habit is simple. For just 1 minute, sit on the floor at your baby's eye level and just be. Don't offer an object, don't try to fix their play, and don't call their name. By doing absolutely nothing, you are communicating the purest form of acceptance. I love who you are, not what you do. For a baby, being left in peace within the protective presence of the person they love is the greatest gift they can receive. Sign number 6. The 5-second mirroring. Many parents make the mistake of treating newborns as projects of people, assuming that real communication only begins when the first words or obvious motor milestones appear. We act as if the baby is a passive receiver, ignoring the thousands of small invitations they send through a furrowed brow or a random sound. By ignoring these signals, we miss the chance to validate their emotional existence at the most critical moment in the formation of their self. The Harvard Center on the Developing Child, under the leadership of Dr. Jack Shonkoff, identified that the serve and return interaction is the fundamental biological ingredient for building brain architecture. It isn't just a game. When you respond to a baby's gesture, their brain fires synapses that strengthen the reward system and emotional regulation. Without this mirroring, the brain enters a state of abandonment alert. But with it, you are literally building the neural tracks where security and intelligence will travel. Turn this into a habit of just 5 seconds, several times a day. Whenever your baby makes a specific expression, like a little pout or wide eyes, stop everything and imitate that exact gesture back, maintaining eye contact for 5 full seconds. This brief interval of biological synchrony sends a clear message to their prefrontal cortex. I see you, I understand you, and you are safe with me. You stop being just a caregiver and become the mirror in which they discover who they are. Sign number 5. Reconnection touch. Many parents make the mistake of treating a baby's body as if it were an extension of their own property, picking them up, kissing them, or moving them without any prior warning. Because they are small and defenseless, we assume they are always available for our affection. However, a sudden touch when the baby is focused on something, even if it is just a shadow on the wall, acts as a sensory intrusion that spikes their heart rate and interrupts their internal processing flow. Research led by Dr. Ruth Feldman at the Center for Interdisciplinary Developmental Science demonstrates that biosynchrony between parents and children depends on the predictability of contact. When touch is invasive or unpredictable, the baby's brain processes the interaction as a microstressor, activating a defensive response. On the other hand, when touch is preceded by a signal, the baby's nervous system prepares for connection, transforming physical contact into a tool for emotional regulation that strengthens the bond of deep trust. The daily habit is the 2-inch rule. Before picking up or kissing your baby, position your hand about 2 inches from their chest or face for 3 seconds. Let them feel your warmth and see your hand entering their field of vision before the actual contact. Wait for them to relax their body or shift their gaze toward you before completing the touch. This small act of asking for permission communicates to the baby that their body is a sanctuary respected by you, creating a foundation of security that no toy or gift could ever replace. Sign number 4. The parentese melody. Many parents feel self-conscious about using that high-pitched, slow, and almost musical voice when talking to their babies, fearing it might delay language development or look ridiculous in public. There is a myth that we should speak to babies as if they were small adults, using complex sentences and a neutral tone to fast-track learning. However, by forcing adult speech, you might literally be speaking at a frequency that your baby's immature auditory system struggles to process, resulting in disinterest or sensory confusion. Research from the Institute for Learning and Brain Sciences, iLabs, at the University of Washington, led by Dr. Patricia Kuhl, revealed that parentese, that exaggerated melodic tone, acts as an acoustic hook for the infant brain. The study demonstrated that babies exposed to parentese not only pay more attention, but also map language sounds with much greater clarity, developing a larger vocabulary by age 2. This tone of voice isn't just cute, it is a biological tool that helps the baby separate the world's noise from the information that truly matters. The daily habit is melodic narration. For at least 1 minute during a diaper change or bath time, narrate what you are doing using short sentences and elongated vowels. Look at those little toes. What sweet feet Mommy sees. By doing this, you are sending a constant safety signal that says, "My voice is your guide." This melody creates an exclusive communication channel between you, where the baby feels that every word is a sonic hug made just for them. Sign number 3. Respecting the staring into space. Many times when we see our baby staring at nothing, a shadow on the curtain or a fixed point on the wall for several minutes, we feel an impulsive need to intervene. We assume they are bored, spaced out, or in need of stimulation, and we immediately try to bring them back to our reality with a loud toy or by calling their name. However, this constant interruption of what seems like nothing is actually an invasion of one of the most productive moments of your child's mental development, breaking a vital cycle of concentration and information processing. Child psychiatrist Dr. Daniel Stern, author of the classic The Interpersonal World of the Infant, describes these moments as gaze aversion, which is necessary for self-regulation. Because a baby's brain is processing trillions of new neural connections every second, they need to turn off social contact and external stimuli to integrate what they just learned or to lower the nervous system's excitation level. Research on infant attention cycles shows that respecting these visual silences is fundamental for the child to develop the future capacity for deep focus and the ability to calm themselves without relying on external distractions. The daily habit is the observation pause. Whenever you catch your baby in a deep trance with an object or a point in space, resist the urge to liven up the scene. Simply observe in silence, ensuring they're safe, and wait for them to finish processing on their own. When they finally look away and voluntarily seek out your face, that is when you step in with affection and interaction. By doing this, you communicate a profound respect for their internal world, teaching them that they have the right to explore their own thoughts without being interrupted by the noise of the world. Sign number 2, the cuddle pause. Many parents believe that to calm a baby or show affection, they must be in constant motion, rocking, rhythmic patting, or pacing endlessly through the house. We have this idea that a baby only feels loved and cared for if we are actively doing something with their body. However, this incessant movement can sometimes act as secondary sensory noise that prevents the baby from simply switching off and relaxing deeply, keeping their nervous system in a state of constant adjustment to your movement. The concept of autonomic co-regulation, extensively studied by Dr. Ruth Feldman and her team at the Center for Developmental Social Neuroscience, reveals that the heart and brain rhythms of parents and babies enter a deep biological synchrony through stillness and close physical contact. When you stop rocking and simply hold the baby against your chest in silence, your parasympathetic nervous system borrows stability to theirs. Your slow breathing and steady heartbeat become the metronome that calms the baby's internal chaos, a phenomenon science calls biosynchrony. The daily habit is the minute of immobility. Once a day, while holding the baby in your arms, stop the rocking, the talking, and the patting. Simply close your eyes, take a deep breath, and feel the weight of their body mold to yours. Try to synchronize your breathing with theirs, allowing your skin's warmth and the rhythm of your heart to be the only communication between you. This minute of non-doing tells your baby that your body is the safest and most stable port in the world, a place where they need no external stimulation to know they are deeply loved. Sign number 1. The biological reset button. Many parents see massage or touching the feet and hands only as a way to relieve colic or as a relaxing luxury for when there is extra time. We often touch our babies in a frantic or superficial way. Quick tickles, light strokes, or constant rocking. We assume that as long as there is contact, love is being transmitted. However, light, tickly touch can actually be overstimulating for a newborn's sensitive skin receptors, sending alert signals to the brain instead of the deep security they truly need. Research from the Touch Research Institute at the University of Miami, led by Dr. Tiffany Field, has demonstrated that moderate pressure is the key to stimulating the vagus nerve. This nerve is the main component of the parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for lowering heart rate and cortisol levels while increasing the release of oxytocin and insulin. Unlike light stroking, firm and rhythmic pressure in specific areas, such as the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet, sends a safety signal directly to the brainstem, bypassing the chaos of other sensory stimuli. The daily habit is the grounding touch. Every night before bed, dedicate 30 seconds to each foot and hand. Instead of tickling, use your thumb to apply gentle but firm pressure, making slow circular motions in the center of the palm and the sole of the foot. Move slowly, as if you were tracing a small circle of calm. This tactile stimulus acts as a biological reset button. In that moment, your baby isn't just getting a massage. They are receiving a physical confirmation that says, "The world is stable, you are safe, and I am your anchor." In the end, your baby doesn't need expensive gadgets or unreachable perfection. They just need you, and those small windows of true presence you open every single day. Every time you choose to silence the noise of the world to respect their timing or offer a grounding touch, you are writing a story of trust that they will carry in their nervous system for the rest of their lives. If you want to keep learning how to read this invisible language of affection and build an unbreakable bond with the one you love most, subscribe to the channel and join our community. Let's turn these small daily gestures into the greatest proof of love your child will ever know.